Yep. So Tim just went live. So we're live on our YouTube channel. We're live on we're live on everything. So we put your podcast on there and everything.
Okay, well, my podcast name is the Ladyz podcast, and I'm here with Miss Judy. Miss Judy is a psychic, medium, and a healer. And so I just wanted to do this interview with you because I just wanted to talk about more about spirituality and like what it means to you, and you being psychic in this day and time. Spirituality is definitely starting to become more a trend. So I just wanted to talk about spirituality and the importance of it. So wanted to start off with, can you just tell me about like your childhood and you being psychic?
Sure.
Like growing up.
Well, I grew up in this. This is not new to me. This is my entire life. My grandma did things, and we had a psychic connection together like no other. Like I knew when she was going to call me. She knew when I was going to call her, and we'd already have our hand on the phone. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, so we really connected ever since I was a kid, like little. And I grew up on a farm in Illinois. I'm what they call Passe Blanc. People are like, what is she? Don't worry about that. Passe Blanc. We're going with that. I have deep roots in a lot of things. And you said something a few minutes ago that caught my attention. You said you want to talk about what spirituality means to people. And for me, I don't call what my life is like. I don't think about spirituality in a sense, because this is literally like my entire life. Yeah. This isn't just something I do or that I do for business or do for fun or because it's a trend. This is like literally eat, breathe, sleep, and everything else.
Yeah.
Nisha's over here like, what? And Kayla's gonna learn. She's picking up. She's my newest reader, but she's also my niece.
Okay. Yeah, this is like your life for sure. Mm-hmm. Like you do this all day. Even when you're not at work, you're still at work.
Always.
In the spiritual realm, helping somebody or something of that sort.
Right.
So I was asked, so you said your grandmother, she was psychic, correct? So you kind of already had a background into being psychic, or you kind of already knew, like somebody kind of already told you that you were psychic.
Psychic, root work, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. So how do you feel about social media and spirituality? Like, how do you feel about the trends? Like, for instance, I always go on TikTok, right? And I be on TikTok now, and the trends are out of this world. Like, the stuff that people say that it's spirituality, I just feel like, oh, are we talking the same thing here?
Yeah, it kills me. Listen, I be wanting to go through the camera at people. I just be like, are y'all serious? And not only that, it's leading people in the wrong direction. Mm-hmm. That's why the world, can I cuss? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's why the world's so fucked up. Look, people don't release so many negative energies by doing spiritual work that they don't know nothing about, that they dibbling and dabbling, they fooling around with this and that.
Because they see everybody else.
Yeah, they see everybody else doing it. Not like you said, it's a trend. And it's fucking us all up. Like, you open up one can of worms, that thing gonna reproduce, and then basically we just all infested.
Yeah, but then you got the ones that feel like they look at a TikTok video, oh, I could do that. And then when they come to people like us, they be like, well, I already did this and I know how to do that. And we just be like,
God.
Well, what you coming to me for? If you feel like you're doing everything right, like everybody can't do everything.
Yeah. It's rough out here for folks like us that, we just been doing this for so long, and so it's rough. It really is. And I speak about it with like my associates in New Orleans and my associates out in LA. Like, we talk about it sometimes, and it's just like, what y'all think about all this stuff going on? Like, we from the old school.
Yeah, and it definitely does make it harder for y'all because y'all the real deal, and people really, I think social media has made it a place where, people can ask for help, you know what I'm saying, without being like judged or something.
Right.
But now with so many people that just got into like being spiritual and they're already trying to do different trends or talk about pulling on different people's energies or, spiritual sex. I'm like, what is
Girl,
that?
We ain't even gonna get on that.
Look, that's a whole nother show by itself.
What?
Whole nother show, child. Yes. Woo. Lord.
Oh yeah, my friend said people get intuition and psychic abilities mixed up together
all the time.
And I think that's true. Can we talk about how everybody is not psychic and why do everybody think they have psychic abilities? Like,
that's a new trend. Everybody that's on TikTok and Facebook and all that, they telling people like, oh, we all got gifts. We all are gods. But baby, everybody can't. It's not for everybody.
It's levels to this shit. But for real, like it really kills me because I have worked hard to get where I'm at. I work with a lot of celebrities and stuff now, and I've earned my stripes per se. And you got like young girls coming into spirituality, which is okay. It's okay to be spiritual and learn and everything, but don't jump in head first and get your head bust because you're trying to think like I'm considered a master root worker and a master healer. And don't jump head first and get your head bust thinking you a master. Like, you can't do that. You have to start. You have to be humble when you're in this. You have to humble yourself, and you have to learn and realize that there has to be a teacher.
What about the ones that try to ask you what you use in your candle?
Oh, and then for the one, a lot of them come to me and say, well, can you tell me how you do that spell or how you do the court cases or how you do? No, I'm not going to tell you. This is recipes. I got a recipe book from my grandma.
That's mine when she gone. Just
she's taking that with
her. Babe, can you go get that skull? The refrigerator out there. I'm gonna show you what my mom gifted me from my grandma's basement when she passed. And this kind of just give you the whole gist of like where my roots lay at.
Yeah, she ain't no Philly type of person when it comes to gifts. Give her stuff like this right here and you will make her day.
Oh wow.
Wow. Yeah, pull up. See, and he got shot. Yeah, but
how long have you had it?
Huh?
How long have you had it?
My mom gifted me that. Kayla's like, wait, hold on. Let me put this on Nisha's side.
Yeah, I'm the one that's about that life.
I think, when did she give me that?
This was around January.
Yeah, this was this
birthday.
year.
Yeah,
now she done gave me like a lot of stuff from my grandma's, but she busted out with this just recently.
Oh wow, that's nice. So you got stuff coming down the line, like generation from generation.
You don't even understand.
Wow.
Yes, my mom got a whole room of stuff to give to me, and she give it to me little by little.
Yeah, which make it more nicer though, because it's like not everything, taking it at all at one step,
Right.
Oh wow. So let's see. I would see. My next question was, why why would you say you can't just pick up tarot cards and just start reading? Why? No,
Well,
a lot of women pick up these tarot cards.
It's
and
true.
they just
Like
start-
this on TikTok.
so anybody can pick up some tarot cards and start to reading, but what you gonna get back? You boy, because what they don't get is when you pick up a tarot card and call yourself read, especially if you open it up for somebody else, you open up the whole spiritual arena, because you can't read without your spiritual being open. And most of these young girls out here don't protect themselves. They don't, like I said, they don't try to learn and stuff. So when they pick up tarot cards, they open it up, that literal can of worms again. And
Like
because
Angel.
like
Angel.
What? Listen, I had this girl I had hired, right? She called herself a reader and everything. I'm not gonna say no names. So I have her over here, right? I come up to her and I say, "Hey," I said, "I need you to read Nisha."
Oh, she
like bust down crying. I can't. Yeah, with the cards like this. Oh. Yeah, but before she was on my team, she called herself reading, and I said, let me give her a chance. Well, anyway, I didn't learn my lesson on that anyway. But yeah, she bust down crying, and
she was saying that she had already did a protection spell and all of that, and
no, honey.
Yeah.
Like if a reader works for me, they gotta get cleansed, and then they gotta go in my protection pot, because I know what that is. I know what it brings. I know what it covers. But yeah, like you were asking, the girls out here these days don't get. You can't just pick up a deck and read unless you're gonna have a whole wallet full of karmic debt.
Yeah.
A whole wallet full, and it's not. Let me share this here. Boom. I didn't realize I ain't share. Boom. Okay. But yeah, you're gonna have a whole pocketbook full, duffel bag full, house full of karmic debt you're gonna have to pay back, because people don't know what they're doing.
Hopefully they'll open up a portal.
That part, people can open up portals doing and saying the wrong things. I don't know. I like old school work. I this newfangled stuff, I don't get it. I don't like it. I'm all for people learning, but you have to take the steps and do it the right way.
Right, like you said, you have to have a teacher, somebody to come before you and teach you all of these things. I be thinking, like, when I see women starting up new readings or stuff like that, I be like, well, who's your teacher? They will never tag their teacher in anything, or people who they learning from. So it's like, where are you getting all of this knowledge from? Because it cannot be you can't be getting it from your brain.
Right.
You know?
I mean,
I was wondering why they start their spiritual journey, and it's okay to be spiritual, but why do you feel like you have to pick up tarot cards to start it? Like, start your spiritual journey. Why you have to pull on everybody in?
Right.
Oh, God.
Oh man, yeah, the gems and the stones too. Like, I'm just like, the crystals. I can't.
They be tripping me out with that one too. They just
what?
You have no idea, like the questions that we get asked. You have no idea. No idea. It just amazes me. And like I said, it's okay to learn, but don't come and ask a question and act like you already know. And then when I tell you what it is, and I don't know everything, I'm the first to admit that. I know a whole lot of shit. And like I said, I've been this my whole life. I've been doing it my whole life. But there's some things I don't know, and I'm okay to say that. But when I tell you something I absolutely know for sure, and I've learned it many times over, and you're like, oh, well, I heard this from Google or from YouTube. I saw this. You know what? Go and do that then. You go and do that and figure out how your life is going to turn out, because you got to pay whatever you're finna do. You got to pay that back. And all these girls out here doing them spells, the love spells on these boys.
They became the pandemic readers, you know.
Yeah, oh yeah, like, yeah, the pandemic readers.
Oh.
You know, when the world shut down.
Write his name time, sleep with it underneath your pillow, write his name in your panties. I be looking like, now, if it's that serious.
So I'm finna school you on something. If you don't already know, because I've been working with you for a long time.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say this for everybody that's listening. When just say you want to do something, you want to have this guy be all googly-eyed about you, right?
Right.
You got to cleanse this boy first.
Taylor looked at me like,
you can't put root work on top of a dirty spiritual body.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
If think about it, it's just like putting on clean drawers and you ain't took no bath.
That part.
Yeah, still dirty.
That part.
And you ain't gonna smell fresh. You're gonna smell that funk through that perfume.
That part.
It's the same thing with spiritual work. You got to clean that boy or that person before you could do work on it, because otherwise it ain't gonna stick.
You might get beat
that
up.
That shit finna run right on off of there.
You might get beat up.
That part.
You might get
yeah, he might be all in love with you, but he gonna be beating your ass or something.
We done had people limping to Mom Judy Doe to come get help.
Yep. People done rolled up and limping up over here.
I didn't know that. So people really on TikTok, they be trying to give these girls like these spell works to do. They really, I be thinking in my head like, you really messing yourself up. I don't think you're really messing with him. I think you're messing up your own.
But they trying to teach something, but they're not telling them the whole full thing. Like, you got to protect yourself. You got to protect your surroundings where you doing this work at. Everything needs to be clear and cleansed. Mm-hmm. If you ain't doing none of that and you just adding on to the problems in the spiritual monk that a bitch already carrying, you just causing your own problems. Exactly.
Listen, sometimes we have parents or family members will bring either a child or a family member to us, and they be out of their brain. They be completely crazy. That's because they have, a person tried to do this to them, a person tried to do that to them, this, that, or they did some work themselves, or the parent did work and never gave offerings to spirit for that. Yeah, like the one. And of course, spirit go after the first thing closest to you. Yeah. If you don't pay spirit, it's like giving tithes in church. You got to pay spirit. You can't use that work and not give offerings and not do what you need to do.
Yeah, I've learned that. I've learned the power of giving back to my ancestors, like especially how much they do for you in the physical realm. It's like, yo, I gotta give back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know they want something, and people look at it like, why would they want something? Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they?
Yeah. And you know what? That's why we do the money ritual. That literally, that's why the money ritual works so good, because we offer so much to the spirits and the ancestors that we're working with during that money ritual for everybody who join in. It's like we giving, ancestor money. We giving the house. We giving the massage chair this month. What else we giving? Oh, a car. Oh no, we're giving a boat this month. A yacht. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then we got the ancestor credit cards and stuff. Like and then we work our little stuff with it too. Girl, listen. We had a girl. We did the money ritual, and how many days later she won $1 million?
It was like a week.
Maybe a week later she won $1 million.
I had to go look at the ticket for myself.
Yeah, she went and looked at the ticket.
My auntie called like, baby, I think I'm cockeyed or something. She like, am I looking at this ticket right? Because I believe I just won $1 million. I'm like, let me come down there and see. I went down there. I was like, let me get my $5.
How many times do you do the money ritual? Like, is it like once a month?
Once a month.
Once a month. Okay. And how long do you give people to like enter in? Is it like
Well, we
all
usually
day?
do it on sometime in the first week of the month, and we do it at 8 o'clock at night, sometimes 10, and 6 o'clock is my cutoff of the day of the money ritual.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So let's see. Okay, now I want to talk about the importance of spiritual cleansing because, like, over the years, I've watched you. We definitely grew together, and I watch you do different type of spiritual cleansing. Like, I watch you do one by the beach. I watch you do the one where you put the smoke up people. Is it nose or mouth?
And the nose.
The nose.
And it's not even smoke. It's a snuff.
It's a snuff.
Yep.
Like a tobacco snuff.
No, I mean there is tobacco in it, but it's made from like tree roots and stuff. It's made. I work with a tribe in Peru, and they make my eye drops and my snuff for the nose.
Oh wow!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I have heard of spiritual workers definitely using tobacco or some type of snuff when they're reading or something. Because they said that it keeps like their mind clear. Or something of that sort. So can you just like talk about like the importance of spiritual cleansing?
Yes, I absolutely will. Because
what happened? What both of y'all made your eyes big? Y'all was like
we hearing about this tobacco for when you do a reading and stuff.
Yeah, so tobacco. So I got this from a witch doctor from South Africa. She said that one of her givings is, tobacco.
Oh yeah,
for
yeah.
Her ancestors. That's one of the first, herbs or whatever to give back to your ancestors. So I guess sometimes when she's reading, like to clear energy, or she just read on somebody, sometimes she'll use her snuff and use it to cleanse off certain things. The tobacco will cleanse off certain things for her. So that's the herb that she used.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, I mean we use tobacco for to clear too during a cleansing, but I never heard of it like during a reading. So that's different. But everybody do things different. But yeah. Sounds interesting.
Okay. Yeah. So,
but you were saying about the importance of it. You have to think about it. Like in our lives, we're around people all the time, different energies, different people, and literally we're a figment of everybody's imagination. All of us are. We're just energy put together in a form. And when you walk past, it's we're a body, we can feel it, but when just like I'm hitting, energy's coming off of me, and she's probably grabbing onto some. And when you pass by somebody, you exchange little bits here and there during your whole life. Just say you were in an abusive, household when you were a kid, or your parents was always fighting, or there was drinking or drugs in the house, or whatever. You picked up some of that energy. So when people get depressed, when people, have like, suicidal tendencies, and you just feel overwhelmed, or you get stagnant or stuck in life, it's because you literally are full. Like your energetic field is completely packed full. You can't take no more. You're at the end of your rope, and you got to clear that.
Okay. And so how often do you think one should do a spiritual cleanse?
It's different for everybody. Like my girls, I like to clear them like every 3 months. This one clears more because she pick up she read a lot. Like she do a lot of readings. Now Kayla gonna be like that too, but I like for them to cleanse every 3 months. Tim and I personally, we have to, we go to either New Orleans or out to LA to my master to get a cleansing. And and we have to pay the big bucks for that. Like it's just because I'm in a master position. So I sometimes after a cleanse, I'm done. I'm out. Plus I'm what they call, some people in some cultures call it a mambo. Like I'll go into spirit during a cleansing.
Listen.
She can tell. Look, she got stories.
Listen.
Really?
We would not do our normal cleansing on Mom. All the spirits liable to come out and cuss us out.
Yeah.
Like, what is y'all doing to me? What is going on?
She be getting in trouble by spirit.
I just be trying to film. That's all.
She be trying to film, and I guess sometimes the spirit be like,
I be trying to be slick with it too. I gave a phone to Tim one time, to Pops one time, because I just thought, the spirit liked him, So I'm like, here, you get the phone and record. And when he went to record, his spirit looked at me and was like, put the phone down, put the phone down. You finna get us beat up.
And then there's times that I'm in a spirit, and like one time, they said that the girl was talking like some other language, and whatever spirit I went into was talking the same language back to the person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Sometimes it get intense. Sometimes when spirit come in, they don't be as nice, but they there for a reason. They there to help us clear this person. So sometimes they be all right when they come out. Sometimes Pops get his ass whooped or something, or I might have to go in the coma or something. But other than that, we be straight.
Y'all be okay?
Yeah, we be good.
So, what's y'all favorite type of cleanse? Like, how you got the one you do at the, the river. You got the one you do. Like, what's your favorite type of cleanse?
What's your favorite type?
When they really fucked up.
like the exorcisms.
Yeah. Them right there, I love them. I love them. I mean, like the WWE people.
That's my favorite too, because the end result is so wonderful. Like you just really get to see like a whole life change, like a life reset for real.
No lie, when we doing a cleansing and a person has a nasty spirit on them and spirit come out in mud, it'd be like, ooh, I'm finna film it all. So it's a learning lesson, but then it's like a relief for that person as well. Like, we like doing cleansings. We like helping people. Most people don't do cleansings to help people. They do it just for money, or they do it just for the clout and stuff like that. We actually like what we do. A lot of people, me coming from the hood, a lot of people always ask me, like, how you do it? Like, you don't be scared? I'm like, hell no. I be wanting to see everything, okay? So it's like, and learning from the best, from the masters, it's like everything that we do for as the cleansing, it's really a learning experience every time. Like something new every time with every cleansing. It's a learning experience. A lot of people just think, oh, let me cleanse this boy off of me, or let me cleanse this girl off of me, and think that's what it consists of. No, it's everything you done picked up on in life. Plus, if somebody did work on you, or if you done had sex with somebody that got work on them. So yeah, it's a learning experience every time.
So I'm going to show you what a cleansing can change for people. So I'm going to show you a couple of really famous people that we've cleansed. And when I tell you this child right here, I don't know if y'all ever heard of Gutter K, Bad Boys Club Los Angeles. We cleansed him last year.
No, Judy.
He's been my client. I just got chills. He's been my client for over 3 years. Last year, I told him, I said, you got a big breakthrough coming, baby. I said, you come get your cleansing. We went to Atlanta to cleanse him. And literally after he got his cleansing, he got Bad Boys Club. And now look at him. Da-da-da-da.
Right. 1 million.
Okay. Then we got Matt Barnes.
Okay, Matt Barnes. That's cool.
The LA Lakers basketball wives. And he used to date Rihanna. We went to his house in LA and cleansed him. Yeah, and last but not least.
Oh, Chicago.
That's at my house.
Oh, that is so cool.
I mean, we got a whole rack of pictures, but those are like my top 3.
And it's what's funny about that is you know how the world is just now learning a lot about spirituality, but celebrities, they know how important it is to get cleansed. They know how it works. They know how people feed off your energy, how people try to take stuff from you. So those are one. It's so funny because it's like you see them so much, but they really stay cleansed. They really stay. They have to, you know, because like they know people will try to take from them.
Them celebrities, that's a whole nother ball game.
It is a whole nother ball game.
The celebrities is way different than normal people walking on the street. Like they on a whole nother level of, they would throw some stuff on each other quick. Okay.
Especially in the music business, because we also own a record company, and we work with Future's brother. He's our business partner. And when I tell you we don't learn a lot about the music industry, it's spiritually fucked up.
I heard they use a lot of spiritual stuff to throw stuff at people.
Yep. But if you can maneuver your way through that, you good. You golden. You golden.
Oof, it's just the maneuvering part.
Yep. Like another one of my big clients is Floyd Mayweather Sr. baby mama, Purissa Ferris. Like we go up to Atlanta to give her cleansings too. And she tried to stay on top of her stuff because she's around a lot of the music industry people, a lot of the boxing community people, you know. So she's another one of them.
Oh, wow. And it might be how certain people actually rose to the top. They don't supposed to be famous, you can say.
Yeah.
Like taking other people's wealth, if other people like, you know, their voice, their stars, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Oh, I can only imagine. I know it's a different ball game.
A whole totally different.
Yep.
Oh wow. I got two more like topics I wanted to talk about. Because you said something about the spiritual cleansing. You said you like the one said it's almost like exorcism. I wanted to talk about it because I wanted to talk about like religion and spirituality and how it all kind of plays a factor all together.
It does.
And people actually really step back and look at everything. Like for instance, Christianity, when they was doing exorcisms, they knew something, you had to be cleansed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But now you have that society so much saying, oh, that's demonic, that's devil work, that's that. But y'all used to do exorcisms back in the day.
and that's what a baptism is.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah. So listen, I'm gonna tell you something. So that's the big difference with us. Well, not Kayla yet, but all of us are ordained ministers. We can marry people, we can do baptisms. Oh, wow. So we don't consider ourselves religion based. We're earth based. We work with all religions because I believe in everything. Who am I to discern like that you right now and I'm wrong, or I don't care about none of that stuff. I just care about helping everybody. With whatever spirit that I work with, it doesn't matter. I work with my ancestors, you know, everything. Right. And everything helps us do our cleanses. But I don't think religion has a place in spirituality. Okay. I think you either spiritual or you religious. Yeah. There's you I mean, you could go to church and you could also have your candles and stuff too. That's okay, but you can't, I guess I'm saying it in a negative way. You can't be a religious person and talk down on spirituality and vice versa, because it's all like you said, it's all the same. And this is another thing I got to bring up. Even people who were in church when you were small, remember, sticks and stones won't break my bone, or will break my bones, but you know, names will never hurt me, or whatever. That's a spell, honey.
Yeah.
You think about all them little sayings you said when you were little. Those are spells.
Don't step on the crack or you'll break your bone.
That part. That's all root work and spells and stuff. All them little kids saying. You got to think about all that stuff.
Yeah, or even like I I was talking to somebody. I was talking about the African religion of voodoo, and I was telling them how like a lot of voodoo religion has a lot of Catholic factors in it.
Yes.
I was tied, like together, and I was telling people like, people choose different paths, how they want to take their journey to God, with God, or whatever. But we all play a different part in the spiritual realm, or all have different relationships.
See, like I say, we all have a higher power, but we all call it something different. Just like, I mean, I believe in God, Buddha, Jah, all the Orishas. I believe in all that stuff. My master is a Haitian, a voodoo priest, and I've been working with. Hell, he worked with all the big celebrities too. Big, he's bigger celebrities than me. But and he knows I'm an ordained minister. Like I said, we all work together. And then I work with a lot of people down in the hoodoo culture in New Orleans. I got a lot of associates down there that I work with. St. Elias is one of the biggest ones. Him and my Nana Sula. St. Elias actually has a college to teach people root work.
Oh, wow.
And there's also a place called the Center of Excellence, and they teach how to do readings and how to properly do things.
Oh, wow. Okay. So what do you use? So when you get clients that are, I know sometimes you probably get clients that are very religious, in certain ways. So how do you go about working with those very, because they be so skeptical, they want to know what the spirituality is, but at the same time they be like, it's
listen,
like they go they hit it.
They come into the wrong person if they think I'm biting my tongue.
Straight up.
Because to me, how I found, when spirit tell me something, whether I'm doing, I have pastors that come to me. I don't say names. I don't share all that information because I feel like it's wrong, because everything we do is confidential unless we're given permission. But at the same time, they know if they're going to come here, I'm going to tell them what spirit's saying to me. Whether it shock them, they walk out of the house, it don't matter. Hell, I told this girl, I told her not to come back to my house when I first met her.
No, you didn't even have to get on Yeah, she told me to never come back until I was ready to change my life. Because listen, when a lot of people don't know that us psychics, we don't need cards to read people. So when I first met Mon Judy, that's what I thought. I thought that you had to have cards to read people. So when she came saying the stuff that she was saying, I'm looking at my friend that brought me like, who the fuck is this white lady? Because you tripping. Like,
oh my God.
She don't even fucking know me, and she ain't pulling out name card, and she's saying all this stuff, but I'm not listening to what she's saying. You know what I'm saying? Just because she ain't have no cards. And I was biking by 8 months. Got my first cleanse.
After everything I told her without the cards came to pass.
Yeah, she told me, she said DCF was gonna come to my door. She said, and I was gonna lose everything after that. And I'd be damn, about 3 weeks later, DCF was at my door. The feds picked me up after that, and I lost everything. My house, my car, like everything. So when it was time to go back to her, it was because I got cheated on. I got tired of getting cheated on. So kid was like, I want you back. I'm like, I want a cleanse. You pay for that cleanse, you can have me back.
Hey, you know what is so funny about all this spirituality talk as well? People, I always be like, people starting that spiritual journey, the people that always act like it's daisies and flowers. You know, when I started my spiritual journey, or just like when you said you started your spiritual journey, it seemed as if, they make everything, like spirit will make everything fall down so you can see things for what it is, and so you can build yourself up.
Yeah.
So you can do the shadow work that you need to, so you can become a spiritual person.
Yeah.
And people be like, oh, I'm so spiritual. I'll be like, no.
Child, they ain't doing it right.
No, after my first cleanse with Mom Judy, first off, the spirit that was on me tried to kill her when she took the spirit off of me. But after that, that same boyfriend that paid for my cleanse, spirit removed him out of my life within a week. Okay, a week. I'm talking about move him back to Detroit type of shit. Like, so it was like, spirit, like, thank you. You can go on about your business now.
It's like you really got to be ready because they're ready to remove. They're ready to show you. It's like, come on, we ready for you.
Listen,
we're waiting for this.
To really get on a spiritual journey, you got to go through crying and depression and dark spaces. You got to go through that. You gotta release all the bad stuff that you finna go through it all. You finna relive so much stuff that you packed down in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it makes you feel like you're losing yourself, but really at the end you're about to like gain.
You're just
so
replanting
much,
yourself. That's all.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I remember at the beginning of my spiritual journey, like, you feel lost already, but it tears you down. Like they show you what parts you need to work on, and like how to better yourself. And you're right, like depression, everything kind of comes with that, but it's to make you stronger and make you better.
I'm so glad. I don't even remember starting off that way because I was so young. I'm so glad I'm so far past that. And now I watch it from a distance,
Yeah.
But whew.
Something. Okay, the last topic I did want to talk about is love. Okay?
That's her department.
As psychics, I know y'all get the love readings 24/7.
I don't touch relationships. Me, I don't touch anything to do with love. Here you go, Niche. I ain't got nothing to do with it.
You don't do it? You don't do it no more, Judy? Why
When?
not? Tell why not, because I feel like I know why, but go ahead and tell why not. I want people to hear this, because they always talk about love readers.
Listen, because as soon as you tell them to leave the guy alone, they go right back to him. And then they go and tell him, I got a reading by Miss Judy. And then they be calling me up. Oh, you told so-and-so. Yes, I sure did. Now what you gonna do? Come and fight my spirit, okay? But no, I just it's messy. And I'm getting too old. It is. It's messy. It's a messy business. And she young. See, I'm going on 60. I got my husband. He a good man. They can keep that drama. Nisha can have it.
Nisha, so how is it for you? I know.
Here, look. Boom.
Look, I know
her
how
friend,
tired that ask questions about a guy that really ain't the right one for you.
Listen, when they do stuff like that, when I tell a person this female or this man ain't for you, and they be like, but I just invested so much time. Well, we gonna put it like this, okay? Because I'm not doing no work or nothing. I'm not getting them cleansed. No, none of that. If it's not gonna work out, and I'm gonna tell them off rip, even if I do the work, it's only gonna be temporary while the work is done. But after that work is done, run its course, you're gonna have to pay for some more work because that's not your man. That's not your woman.
And she told him that in the beginning.
I always I done learned my lesson with love work because it's like people will like take it to the highest. So now I tell people, listen, you need a few card pulls to even, I want to make sure that if I do this, it's going to work out and it's going to work out in your favor. But if it make him out of a hoe, that ain't my fault. Okay? That ain't my fault. So if he's still with you, but he's still sticking me over here with Keisha and all the rest of them, that now I could tie him down. I could tie that down and stuff, but that's temporary too. So it's like I always let them know anything that I do is it ain't gonna work the next day. Okay. It may take a week or so. Or a few days.
Sometimes it's quick.
Yeah, sometimes it'd be like 2 days and they be texting me like, girl, guess what happened? So it's like everybody is different, but just like if I don't see it in spirit showing me like this person is really not for you, they're gonna take their time on doing whatever you ask for because it's really not for you. So then that's when females or men get discouraged and be like, well, I had you to do this, that, and third. Well, I also told you that this person ain't your soulmate. This ain't your lifetime person. So therefore, you have to be patient and wait for spirit to move what they're going to move so you can have what you want to have. But yeah, the love stuff is way more.
Yeah, like, questions. Don't you get like majority of like love or what is his boyfriend coming back to me? Is my girlfriend coming back to me?
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Like,
I won't leave you out here.
Oh, it's okay.
Yes.
People always think love as like, because you know, like you said, it's only one person you're supposed to be with, only one. So I always
See, mine's over behind the camera.
You said who?
Mine is over behind the camera.
Okay, mine at home, cause baby.
Every guy you meet, you gonna get a reading on him, or you.
Oh, listen, I tell that be my skilo right there. I tell them when a man come along, or if they bisexual, if a woman come along, get them carded before you waste your time and energy on that person. I don't want you months later saying, Miss Nisha, I messed up.
Yeah.
I started talking to this person and you was right. They wasn't good for me. So now you need a cleanse because not only did you just have sex with this person and take on their karma and stuff, but
because that sexual energy is like an STD.
Yeah, some serious. So that would ruin your path alone. Just having sex with somebody that's spiritually messed up.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow. So like. So, since you said something about sex during sex, and like I told you, I've seen on TikTok people try to talk about spiritual sex. I feel like, you know, sex is already spiritual. I mean, dang, you can make a baby out of it. How much spiritual do you need sex to be? You know what I'm saying? I don't think you can make sex more spiritual than it is. But if you are messing with somebody that like have messed up energy or something like that, that transfers, right?
You have people that have generational curses. Like when Mom started teaching me everything, I had went live like 3 years ago. And I did this real big old live about how I got cursed, who did it, and all that other stuff. So, and I stated on my live, if I ever was in a relationship, sexual intercourse, or anything pertaining to, you need a cleanse. And I'm saying it for the world to see because it's like, when you having sex with somebody and you carrying some dark ass shit, you don't know that you for to tear this person life down because you having sex with them. You could be with a millionaire and get with somebody that's spiritually messed up and your million's gone. Just because you done brought this person into your life.
I don't watch that happen.
So, yeah, plenty of times.
That happening. I heard of how people can take your wealth through sex. Like, especially, is it through, do you think, does it have to always be like the sperm entering your body? Or
no, it's the energy.
It's the energy.
Because just think about it. That's the most intense energy that you exchange at any time in your life.
That's like running. You get out of breath, you go to sweating, and all those energies combining with each other, that shit don't be good. That don't be good at all.
That's why I got my one person, my husband. That's it.
Listen, it's so bad that I don't do hair as much as I used to because of people energy. You know, playing in people crown and stuff like that. It's not safe. I tell Mom all the time, like, this girl want me to do it, but her energy messed up. Mom be like, just say it. Drop like, nah, I ain't doing it.
Well, look, another example, like last night, my son was recording in the studio because he do music. So he liked to have his little hype crew, his little friend crew and stuff. So his friend showed up and the boy walks in with another boy. And I turned around and I said, So they walked out. I walked behind him. I said, your energy's all fucked up. Don't bring your ass back in here. I said, we got some good energy up in here. And he was like, so he went and told the boy, he was like, how'd she know? I just went through a bad breakup. I'm all messed up right now. And keep that out there.
What?
It was like slapping me in the face. But
so you
yeah,
gotta watch out what you do, huh?
right. But yeah, going back to sexual energy, just that's intense. Like the
Yeah.
things you can exchange during sex. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And have you heard of people using the spell work during sex? Using
Oh
spell work?
yeah.
Work.
You know, there's stuff you can put inside of you as a
Mhm.
woman. Oh yeah, it's all kind of stuff now. It's
Girl, it's a lot of stuff.
everybody always, go back to the period blood and the spaghetti.
That part.
Child, that's old school,
Lord.
true enough. But there's so much more you could do.
Yeah.
I personally didn't have to do nothing to my husband.
Me neither.
Everybody think that I
Me
did.
neither.
But she's married to my son.
Okay.
Now she is.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good. So
She's
what's
married to
up,
my
baby?
son, and this is actually my real niece.
Look, you got family all around you. That's the way to keep it, though.
We
That is
the
best way.
spiritual mafia.
That part.
I was gonna say last thing about love I wanted to ask about. Twin flames.
Oh, nigga.
I hate it.
Help!
I hate it.
Help!
I hate the twin flame talk.
Really
I hate
on
it.
Listen.
TikTok.
I have hundreds of them.
So listen, I'm going to break it down in layman's terms real quick. So your soulmate can be anybody. It could even be a friend. It could be literally anybody. But a twin flame, people don't understand what a twin flame is. A twin flame is the other half of you. Like from somebody that you were with maybe in your past life, or you were one person that split into two sometime in a lifetime. And you actually find your other half that completes you. That's what a twin flame is. A lot of people don't understand that.
But a twin flame, you don't have to be with a twin flame either. You don't have to be one. Mom taught me that a long time ago.
Yeah, you don't have to be. But, okay, just say you in a marriage. You've been married 5, 10, 15 years, right? You going along, y'all happy and everything. You could be somewhere and run across a person, and if it's your twin flame, you're going to be spinning, because you're going to be like, you feel this connection that you can't get past. Now, a lot of people never meet that. But if you happen to, you're going to end up leaving your marriage. Because that's a connection you can't put that flame out. Because that's part of you. That person is actually part of you.
Oh, wow. So, because, when I always hear about twin flame talk, when people, when certain spiritual people tell people, like, oh, this your twin flame, when they talk about twin flames, seem as if a lot of it be toxic. Like, sound like, oh, he's a runner. I'm looking like, why would your twin flame be running? Like,
that's why I say
no.
Some of them you don't have to be with some of them. Everybody have multiple twin flames.
Just think of it as like a candle flame, and the candle's twinkling, and then it breaks apart. But it was once together.
Right.
Just think that's what it is. You were once together with this person in some form or fashion, and energetically broke apart somewhere in this lifetime or another. And when you find that other piece, it's like a magnet. It's like you could be walking down the street, and you could all of a sudden you're looking, you're like, oh, like you just know that is something to you that you can't even. You got to find out. It's strong, and most people never meet that person in their lifetime.
Right. You think everybody has a twin flame? Do you think everybody has a twin flame?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Because we're all. Who knows how many forms we've already been in our past lives? Who knows how many forms we've been in? And yeah, somewhere along the line, unless you're a new birth, a brand new spirit that was birthed, that's the only time. But otherwise, yeah, everybody got a twin flame. We were all part of somebody else at one time.
Okay. And for you as like a reader, tarot reader, so do spirit just kind of tell you like this is a twin flame, or is it something in the cards? You know what I'm saying? Is it something in the cards?
I try to steer clear of that because you can tell somebody, you know, this it looks like this might be your twin flame, but until they have to feel that. And I try to steer clear of that. That's kind of a sticky subject. So I'm just like, you know.
Yeah, I don't even bring up the whole twin flame thing no more with the whole love stuff. I don't bring it up.
A lot of people don't understand.
Yeah, like I said, people come like delusional. They come obsessed, like, and they'll try to blame it on you, trying to say that you made them like that. No, baby, your head is just spinning. But you're right. I think it's even safer.
Now, do you understand?
Like they got twin flames.
You see why I don't work with love? Yep.
I understand. Oh wow, and I guess this will be my last question. Now, with your friends, do you try to stay clear of like their love life too? Like if you're picking up something with your friends or something going on, do you try to stay clear of that? Because I've actually lost a friend, kind of like feeling something ain't right with her relationship and trying to like say something but not really say something, and I ended up losing a friend because of that. And I was like, oh my God.
You might think this is weird, but I don't have friends. Literally,
no,
I don't have. I don't have any friends. I got my girls, my husband, and my kids and my grandkids. I don't have anything outside of that circle. I know a lot of people. People be like, people call me Ma Judy. I got thousands of people call me Ma Judy. People come up to me all the time, airports, stores. Oh, Ma Judy, and I'm like, oh shit.
Or they'll do the staring thing.
Or they'll do the staring thing. They'll be like that. But no, I really don't have friends. My family is my friends, and to be honest, I steer clear of my kids' relationships. I don't want nothing to do with her relationship or hers. Because you know what? When you interject yourself into other people's relationship, you're taking away from your own. And see, my husband, I want him happy, 100,000%. I want to give him every single piece of me, like in the love category. I ain't got time to dibble and dabble in nobody else's stuff. So as far as my kids and my girls and stuff, I steer clear of that.
Okay, I think that's honestly, I've learned over time that's the best way to be. You know, like stay out of people's relationships because people are, you know, they're secure about the relationship. They want to keep their relationship the safest as possible, which I understand. You know, it's like don't mess with my man. Okay, so that's just something I really. I'm
like that. Now I'm gonna tell everybody don't mess with my man because I gets real. I'm a redhead. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm a redhead and I do roots. So
I already know like your
unless you want to be barking like a chicken, you steer clear of Tim Burrows.
or walking backwards.
What? What she say?
Or walking backwards.
Ooh, see, I done caught a whole headache.
Listen, I know how you feel about your marriage, but your marriage is so nice, so sacred.
Yeah, it is.
It's nice to
girl, I would beat somebody up by Pops and Mom. Okay, we don't play that over here.
Okay.
Look, he over there cheesing.
Shoot. If a bitch looking too hard, I'm like,
look, Nisha will be like, Ma, you see how she looking at Pops? I'd be like, who? And we'll both give her the stare down. Like,
we'd be like, what you looking at, bitch?
What is she looking like? Looking at I already know. I already know how you is, Miss Judy.
I'm nice, but boy, yeah. See, Oh yeah. And I want to say this. I don't know if we're done or not, but I gotta say this. So I'm just letting everybody know on Instagram, I got one page. That's the page that I've been had for the longest. I got thousands of pictures. I've had so many people trying to imitate my page and me and trying to make money off my name. It's harsh. And Instagram ain't doing nothing about it. So I just want to let everybody know the Readings by Judy has over 1,000 pictures on it. And like, you know, tell the person to FaceTime you just to make sure it's really me. If you got any questions. Or yeah, they can inbox me or whatever. But yeah, I needed to say that because it's real bad. Yeah, but the other person is Readings by Judy with 2 underscores at the end. And I had put the other day, I had introduced Kayla as my newest reader. Like a minute later, they posted it. Then I had put up a post. Yeah, and then I put up a post. I said, this is my only page for all the scammers and hackers because I'm getting scammed or hacked a lot. Not hacked, but they're making imitation pages. They went and posted the same thing. I'm like, oh, it's literally driving me up the wall. If I ever find out who it is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's real bad. Instagram.
Yeah, it is. It's bad on you, right? Sometimes that go as far as DMing you, like saying, like, oh, I seen this photo of you. I feel this, I feel that. I'm like,
yeah, that's what they're doing. All my clients are sending me a screenshot how the person says, oh, I was so drawn to your energy. Bitch. If you even know me, y'all know I don't talk. First of all, I don't talk like that. Second of all, I don't solicit nobody. Work comes to me. I don't even have to go find work.
That's where they have to, tell them, hey, based on that person, if they get.
Oh yeah, and Tim's like that. That's when tell them to FaceTime you and see if it's this redhead right here.
Right, make sure. Yeah, I'm glad you said that. Just in case somebody go to your page on Instagram or something like that. Oh wow. Oh man, I hate that.
Yeah,
They see you working so hard. They see you working so hard and they want a piece of it.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Somebody said that's why they've been celibate for 6 years.
Oh Lord.
I'm going on a year. Look, my friend somebody she going on a year.
I know that's right. Hey, but your energy good probably.
Yeah, I'm sure. So is it? Oh yeah. Is there any cleansing for that though?
Huh? What about her? Oh, okay. Oh, that was my girl Lisa. Okay. I didn't know who it was because I ain't got no comments coming up, so I ain't know.
Oh.
Tim over there talking about it's Lisa from Cali, and I'm like, huh? Yes, that's one of my girls over there.
Okay.
But is there a cleansing for that? Honestly, a hands-on cleanse. And the last thing I want to leave you with. You know how people they say they went and got a cleansing and all they did was get like a bath or get beat on by bushes and stuff. And that's a temporary fix because you have to remember spirit lives inside. A hands-on cleanse, when we put that stuff up your nose, spirit can't live in that body no more.
I was thinking that because like I said, I know this lady that's a witch doctor from South Africa, and she was saying how they don't have anything directly yet to cleanse like your vagina inside because of course everything's inside, but your cleanse actually goes inside your body, and that is different from like spiritual cleanse I do with the bathtub. Yeah, like that is definitely different. So I can see how your cleansing would definitely like get all of that.
Yep.
Get all in the body.
Knock you off your feet.
Listen, and that's what I think that's the nervous thing about your cleanse. Yeah. I be thinking like, I want to go try it, but I'm so nervous.
Well, the girl that came to us today, she flew in from Texas.
Really?
Yeah, we had she flew in from Texas. Last week we had somebody flying from Ohio. The week before, 2 people came down from Atlanta. Like we have people come every week from all over the place.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to try it. Forget the fear. Just gonna have to try it. Cause the fear might be, something bad holding you back from, stuff that you're supposed to be doing. So
Well, and the other thing too is like, imagine like you're afraid of 1 hour getting a cleansing, but you're not afraid of living every day with like all this bad energy.
Yeah.
I tell people that all the time. I always tell people that.
Oh wow! So how much is the spiritual cleanse?
Our cleansing is $377.
$377
for this year, because next year we're going up.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Y'all.
Yeah, because when I tell you, not only that, like, well, Tim and I have to pay $7,000 for our cleanses, so it's a big expense for us because we're taking on all that. They cleanse for free because I make sure they're taken care of, but at the same time we got to pay for our cleanses, and so $377. It's everybody look at it like it might be steep, but it ain't steep.
True, those people charge way more than that.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm definitely gonna come and get that soon. Then stop letting fear scary.
Well, we got you. We got you.
I know you do. Okay. I know for sure you do. Yeah, you're great at what you do. And yeah, thank you for everything you've done. Because with my spiritual journey, you definitely started that path. Yeah, you definitely put me on the right path, and I think you do that for everybody in your life. I think you really help people get on the right path towards healing. And just finding out what's best for everybody. Everybody got different gifts, but I think you find. You find what they are and you just help them get on. You let people decide what they want to do with their life. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. It was a pleasure being on here with you.
You find. Yeah. You hear my friend?
Yeah.
She ain't jumping in the camera, so I gotta make sure you're here. Real and authentic. So thank y'all so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah. If you do, friend, if you do anything in Florida, like anything spiritual event, please let me know. I feel like that would be so nice to come.
I will.
Y'all so much. Yes, I think that would be nice.
Well, just you can always go on my Facebook. We're on TikTok, Instagram, our website, Readings by Judy. It's always JUDIE for anybody out there listening.
Yeah. You said
JUDIE.
Brunch something. Okay, and I'll do that. Facebook, we're on TikTok, Instagram, our website, Readings by Judy.
It was messing up.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Thank you, Miss Judy.
All right.
Thank y'all. Thank you to the team. Y'all have a good day. Okay.
Peace out. How do I turn this thing off?